Hey friends, I thought it would be a good idea to show you some of the notions and the products that I like to use in doing my projects. I'm going to explain a little bit about how I use them, and I want you to know that they are all available on our website. I'm going to start with this package of Bosal fusible batting. The fusible batting makes for a very simple, quick, easy project. We use it in our little treat canisters, we use it in our jar wraps, in our doodle pads, placemats. There's so many different things that you can use the fusible batting, and it's fused on both sides, and so like I said, it just really makes for a quick, easy project. Another product that I like to use, again from Bosal, I have a few products from Bosal, is the medium weight tearaway. One of the ways that I like to use that is in our just these little kind of applique mat is what I might call it, and I use it on the back side. Stitching isn't all that great on the back side there, but what it does is it stiffens the fabric and makes it so it's a lot easier to work with. We show one of these little applique mats on the front of this storage cube. We've simply Velcroed it on with an adhesive Velcro. Another thing you might want to keep in mind is that you could do up these little appliques. I did this one on a piece of Osnaburg, and maybe you could just decorate your child's wall with a command strip or something like that, where you can do the applique and simply stick it to the wall. No need to make a frame or anything like that. So super simple little way to make just a little applique mat. Another Bosal product that I love to use, I'm going to set these aside, is their perforated tearaway. Set this over here. I use this in all of my applique that I would do, say, on a single layer, whether it be a towel or just a single layer of cotton. I'll use this perforated tearaway. I want you to see, and I wish you could feel it, it's super soft. It's really, really soft and very, very pliable. So it's not gonna make your project stiff. There's nothing worse than doing a baby blanket and getting your applique done and having it be really, really stiff. So this is not gonna make it stiff. It tears very easily. Now I'm gonna show you just a little quickly here as far as how I use it, because I do have question about that sometimes. This is the back of a pillowcase that I did, and I cut a piece of the tearaway a little bit larger than my applique, and I pinned it to the back side of the fabric, on the back side of the applique, and then I stitched through it. Now the reason that you use a stabilizer is basically to stabilize the stitches, because if you're doing a single layer of something, and if you've ever appliqued it and you get a real wavy little motion on your stitches, it's because you need a stabilizer. So we take and we cut a piece a little bit larger than the applique, just pin it to the back side. Now here's where I get a little bit of a question. And when you get a package from us, this is what it's gonna look like. It's got instructions from the company as far as how to use it. I do not iron it. I haven't had good luck with that. So you wanna read that and make sure. I simply pin it to the back. It will even stick just a little bit. But make sure you read that so that you know. When you get done stitching it then, simply tear the excess off around the outside. I had a gal the other day ask me about, do I need to pull all these pieces off? No, you don't need to. It's not going to explode in the wash machine like a Kleenex or anything like that. Just simply tear the excess around the outside. So that's just, it's called Bosal Perforated Tearaway. Great product to use. Another product that I like to use, and this is what we use in all of our appliques, is Heat and Bond Light. There are different weights of Heat and Bond. The lightweight is meant to be stitched. It will not gum up your sewing machine. And so I recommend using this. It's a really good product, but you will want to stitch your project once you get it done, because it's not gonna wash and be handled a lot. It's not gonna stay on if you don't stitch it. So this is the Heat and Bond Light, and again, we've got that in a 1¼ inch package. Another product that I use that I absolutely swear by are the silicone mats. I've used different pressing sheets in the past, but by far, I think the silicone mats are the way to go. One of the biggest reasons is your this little Akita, it's a new little dog for us. This one is actually assembled, but the thing that I love about these mats, and you'll see this, is your pieces stick. It's not going to move around before you even iron it on there. They are meant to be ironed on, so keep that in mind, ladies. When I demo this, it shows. I have people go, oh my gosh, my iron's gonna melt that. It will not. It will not melt it. They're meant to be ironed on. We've got 2 different sizes, so depending on what you need, we've got the 12 by 18, great size to have in your sewing room, and we've got a 12 by 12. So this is the 12 by 12. This would be a great one, say if you want to do this, if we ever do get back to going to classes, be a great one to have in your travel kit. So keep that in mind. We've got both of them on the website. They're packaged like this. That's how they'll come to you. One's 12 by 18, one is 12 by 12. Now, speaking of ironing, I use lots of different irons, but here's a great little travel iron. It's called Steam Fast. It's actually a little steam iron, and we've got those. It's something that I use to demo, but I have gals ask me all the time, you know, what I like to use, and this is a great little product to use for that. These are a little canister that we also carry. We do the little treat canisters. We have them with dogs and cats. You can put treats in them. You can put candy in them for your grandkids or kids or whatever you want to do, but we've got these available on the website as well. Back behind here, what I want to show you are all of the different colors of wide rickrack, and it's over an inch. It's considered the wide. It's actually 1 plus 13 by 32, so it's a large rickrack. It's got beautiful, beautiful colorings, and they coordinate so well with our fabric that we designed for Henry Glass Fabrics. And you can see how the colors coordinate with our fabrics. We also carry, this is an Egyptian cotton. It's 100% cotton thread. It's a 30 weight. There again, coloring really matches well with our fabrics, and so it might be something that you keep in mind to get from us is the Egyptian cotton thread. And the last thing today that we have on the website is the twill tape. We've got 4 different colors. We use this in the little doodle pads that we have. There's various little projects that we like to use this in. We used it in the ties for the pup tent when we tied it onto the little frame, things like that. So you might want to keep that in mind. And again, this is all linked in the description below. And if you have any questions, we just invite you to reach out, send us a message. Give us ideas, whatever you want to do, but just make sure to give us a holler if you've got a question. Thanks so much.